You know, there's something magical about those crisp autumn mornings that takes me right back to my childhood. Bird season wasn't just a hobby in our family, it was tradition, practically religion. I can still feel those pre-dawn shivers, my fingers numb inside my gloves, watching my breath form little clouds in the air while our labs stood alert, ready for action. Speaking of labs, they were our go-to companions. But let me tell you about the day my dad brought home our first German short-haired pointer. That dog, man, that dog was something else. I remember watching in awe as he'd freeze mid-stride. One paw lifted, nose locked on target like some kind of living statue. The way he'd point at birds. I'm telling you, it looked like they'd personally offended him or skipped out on paying rent. It was both hilarious and incredible to watch. But you know who doesn't get enough credit in the hunting dog world? Boykin Spaniels. These little powerhouses might not look like much, about half the size of a lab, but they've got hearts bigger than Texas. I remember this one Boykin named Duke that belonged to my neighbor. That little fellow would charge through the thickest brush, swim across icy waters, and never quit until the job was done. My Uncle Jim, he was always full of hunting wisdom, but his favorite saying still makes me laugh. If that dog doesn't bring that bird back in one piece, he'd drawl, you better develop a taste for bird nuggets. And he wasn't wrong. There's nothing worse than retrieving what's left of your prize only to find it's been, well, pre-tenderized, shall we say? You see, training a hunting dog isn't just about teaching them to fetch. It's an art form. These dogs need to learn to hold that bird gently, like they're carrying an egg. Too soft and they might drop it. Too hard and well. Hello, bird nuggets. The amount of patience it takes both from the handler and the dog is something city folks might never understand. Those memories, they're more than just stories about dogs and hunting. They're about family, tradition, and those quiet moments before sunrise when it's just you, your dog, and the promise of what the day might bring. If you grew up with hunting dogs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like being part of a special club where everyone speaks the same language of early mornings, muddy paws, and proud retrievals.